Hi Sam. I'm glad you're here today. We're going to learn a really interesting word.
Los.
Hi Alex. That sounds intriguing. What does
Los.
mean?
Great question. The word
Los.
has a few meanings, but the most common one is free or away. It can also imply let go or start. Just be careful, because it can be a false friend with English lose, which means something different.
Oh, I see. So it's not the same as losing something.
Exactly. Now, let's look at the grammar.
Los.
Is an adverb, so it doesn't have a gender or plural form, but it can be used in different contexts. For example, you might say,
Lass uns losgehen.
which means let's go.
And what about past forms? Does it have any?
Since
Los.
is an adverb, it doesn't change with tense like a verb does. However, it can combine with verbs. For example, in the past, you might say,
Wir sind losgegangen.
meaning we went away.
So it's used with verbs, right?
Yes, and when it comes to the imperative, you can say,
Geh los.
which means go. It's a common command.
That's easy to remember.
Now, let's talk about where.
Los.
Comes from. The word has its roots in Old High German, where it was used to mean free or loose. Over time, it evolved in meaning, but the essence of being free or away remained.
That's really interesting. I love learning about the history of words.
It gives you a deeper understanding, right? Now, let's break it down a bit. The word
Los.
doesn't have a prefix or suffix, but if we think of it as a Lego block, it stands alone as a significant piece.
So it's a standalone word without any smaller components.
Exactly. It's like the main block in a set. Let's look at some similar words. For example, you can find
Loslassen.
which means to let go. Here
Lassen.
means to let. Then there's
Losgehen.
meaning to start going, combining,
Gehen.
which is to go.
That makes sense. What about other examples?
Sure. There's also
Losfahren.
meaning to set off or to leave, and
Loslegen.
which means to get started. Additionally, you can see
Losmachen.
meaning to get away or to remove.
Wow, that's quite a few.
It is. Also, we have
Losrennen.
which means to run away, and
losfliegen,
meaning to take off like a plane. All share that idea of starting or going away.
I love that they all have a similar structure.
Now let's practice using
los,
in some real-life situations. Imagine you're at work and you want to leave for the day. You could say,
ich gehe jetzt los.
which means I'm going now.
Okay, I'll try.
Ich gehe jetzt los.
Perfect. Now, how about if you're with friends and want to start a game? You could say,
Lasst uns loslegen.
Let's see.
Lasst uns loslegen.
great job. Now, let's say you're at a party and want to encourage someone to dance. You could say,
Geh los und tanze.
Geh los und tanze.
That was fun.
you're doing amazing, Sam. Now, just a quick note about gender. Since
Los.
is an adverb, it doesn't have a gender like nouns do. But if you think about the verbs it pairs with, it might help you remember how to use it.
Got it.
In terms of usage,
Los.
is more informal, so it's great for casual conversations. Some common phrases include,
Lass uns los.
for let's go, or
Komm schon, lass uns loslegen.
for come on, let's get started.
Those sound super useful.
Just remember that it can be confused with,
Verlieren.
which means to lose. It's important to keep them separate in your mind.
I will.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Los.
mean?
It means free, away, or to let go.
Correct. What's an example of a sentence using
Los.
Lass uns losgehen.
nice? What is the past form of a verb with
Los.
Wir sind losgegangen.
great? What's an imperative form with
Los.
Geh los.
perfect? And finally, what's a similar word to
Los.
How about
Loslassen.
fantastic, Sam? You've really grasped the concept of
Los.
today, we covered its meanings, grammar, and history. Remember, it's a useful word for many situations.
Thank you, Alex. I feel like I learned a lot today.
I'm so glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.